Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Krystal here with the TRX for Yoga Flow. And today the focus is going to be about drishti. And the word drishti translates to your gaze metaphorically. And so throughout the practice, we're going to be flowing through different TRX yoga poses, connecting our breath with our movement. And I want you to pay attention to what you see. This is a really hard practice. We're going to change the shape of our body quite often. And so sometimes we're going to be looking forward, and then while keeping proper alignment, we might hinge. So now we need to look down to the ground. And I want you to try to be with what you see throughout the entire practice. Now let me share with you, I'm human, you're human, so the mind is going to wander. And you're going to start to think about something and not be with what you see. Don't judge yourself. Congratulate yourself for being an awesome human, but bring your attention back to what you see over and over and over again, and I'm here to help you do that. So let's begin. If you have your yoga mat, roll your mat out away from your anchor point, plumb line underneath your straps, equal to the right and left. If you have yoga blocks, grab 2 for some assistance on the ground when we get there. Please make sure your suspension hair is fully shortened. Stand facing your anchor point and begin to walk backwards. Hands into the foot cradles, thumbs to the outside. Bring your feet hips width apart to start. Look straight forward and find your starting position by coming into extended mountain. Sweep your arms overhead, palms rotate to face that anchor point, and at this point in time, move your body forward or backwards. Hands over your shoulders, shoulders over hips, knees, and ankles. And slowly lower your arms all the way back down once you've established your starting position. Don't move. Press down into your palms, fan out your fingers. Root down into your feet, fan out your toes, and look straight ahead of you. See what you're looking at. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Begin to cultivate the ujjayi breath, the victory breath. You want to breathe as deeply as you can, in and out of the nose, creating the sound of the ocean. It'll help you stay focused and put your attention back on your gaze. Keep your gaze steady. Extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. See what you're looking at. It's a practice. Exhale, bring your arms back down to the starting position. 2 more times. Inhale the arms up, and as your gaze is steady, it puts your attention more on what you feel. Exhale, you can feel more. How are those shoulders opening up for you? 1 more time, arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Slowly bring your arms back down to starting position. Breathe out. Draw your shoulder blades together onto your back. Fill your lungs. And fold. Anchor your heels into the floor and shift your gaze from point A to point B down to the ground. Halfway lift. Bend those knees. Pull the chest away from the hips. Look forward towards the top edge of the mat. And then forward fold. Gaze back down to the ground. 2 more times. Halfway lift. Pull your shoulder blades together. Look forward. Forward fold. Empty your lungs. Anchor into those heels. Halfway lift. Be with your gaze as it shifts. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Pull those hips forward. Shift your gaze. Arms back down to starting position. Exhale. Close your grip on the straps. Lean back. Arms are straight. Deep breath in. And fold slowly. Shift your gaze. See how it slows the transition down? You move on purpose. Push your hips to the ground. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. You're looking between your feet. Add rotation. Lift that left shoulder over the right shoulder. Bend your right knee and take your gaze over to the left. Push that left hip towards the floor. Lengthen the spine all the way down that left leg. Be with your gaze and shift it back to center as you inhale. Switch sides as you exhale. Bend that left knee. Look over your right shoulder. If you want a bigger range of motion, you take your gaze up a little higher. Come back through center. Breathe in. Be with your gaze. Twist and breathe out. Shift your eyes. Back to center. Breathe in. Twist and breathe out. Back through center. Pause. Drishti. See what you look at. Push into your hands, pull your hips forward. What you're looking at changes, pick something new. Press into your hands again, rock your body weight forward. Open your palms, forward fold, hinge. Push your hips back, hands forward, look to the ground to lengthen the back of your neck. Heel toe your feet together, big toes come to touch, heels in line with your middle toes. We're going to put together our sun A and move with breath. Follow your gaze. Reverse swan dive, extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Maybe look to the horizon or above. Forward fold, follow your gaze down towards the floor. Halfway lift. Look to the top of that mat, shoulder blades together. Forward fold, look towards your feet. 4 more rounds. Extended mountain, breathe in. What do you see? Forward fold, empty your lungs. Belly pulls into spine. Halfway lift, be with your gaze. Forward fold. Now you practice. Extended mountain, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Extended mountain, reach your hands up higher, see the same thing. Forward fold, shift to that new same thing. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. You have 1 more. Extended mountain, fill your lungs. Forward fold and empty your lungs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. We're going to put together our sun salutation B. Chair, bend your knees, drop your hips. And stack your shoulders up over your hips. Pull your shoulder blades together and down. And the sun salutation B adds more heat, more discomfort in the physical body. So now the practice really amplifies, because the more uncomfortable you feel, the more the eyes want to wander to try to avoid it. I want you to practice staying. Stay determined, set your 2 eyes on that one physical point, and you breathe through and dissolve that tension. Slide your feet away from one another. Reach your arms up overhead. Pressure in the straps, although the weight is in your feet. Every inhale, reach your hands higher. Every exhale, sink your hips a little lower. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, breath out. 1 more deep breath in. Forward fold and release. Single leg mountain, arms up overhead, right leg extends out in front of you. Option to bend that knee to 90 degrees. There's pressure in the straps and your shoulders are over your hips. You could let go and not fall backwards. Flex your upper foot, fan out your toes, and this whole time your eyes are not dancing. Pick one thing to look at. It sure is a practice. It can be hard. Warrior 3, extend your upper leg to the wall behind you. Look down to the ground. Press into your palms and lengthen your body. Pick one thing to look at. It's going to help you balance. Square your shoulders and your hips down to the ground. Press into your hands to lift up out of that left hip. Switch sides, single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up overhead, option to bend that left knee. You can always straighten the leg as well. It's more challenging. Pick that one thing to look at. Pressure in the straps, crown of head to sky. Take a nice deep breath in. Warrior 3, feel the way. Follow your gaze from point A to point B. Upper big toe squares down towards the floor. Press through your back heel and pull those hip bones up towards the belly button. Get out of that low back. Press into your hands and lift. We're going to start from top and we're going to move with more velocity. Follow and be with your gaze with all your might. Left foot to meet the right. Bend your knees, chair pose, arms up. Inhale, see what you're looking at. Forward fold, exhale. 1 point. Single leg mountain, right leg forward, pick a new point. Warrior 3, brand new vision. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. From the top, chair pose, sink your hips a little lower, arms higher, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. You can straighten the leg or bend the knee. Warrior 3, exhale. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. You have 2 more rounds. From the top, chair pose. Be with your gaze as you breathe in. Forward fold, be with that gaze as you breathe out over and over again. Single leg mountain, right leg forward. Warrior 3, exhale. Get in the rhythm of your breath. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Last one from the top. Chair pose, sit your hips lower. 2 eyes, 1 physical point. Forward fold, shift to a new point. Single leg mountain, right leg forward, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Single leg mountain, left leg forward, arms up, breathe in. Warrior 3, breathe out. Forward fold, big toes touch. Bend those knees, drop the hips. Modified chair. Press into your hands, roll your shoulders up over your hips. Keep your arms low. 2 eyes on 1 physical point. Challenge yourself to keep your gaze steady. Inhale, press into your hands, lift the crown of your head to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips a little lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Keep at it for 5. Slide your feet apart. 4, they don't actually move, but you feel your hips ignite. 3, belly pulls into spine. 2, take a deep breath in. Eagle legs. Wrap your right leg up and over your left leg. Take a seat. Square your hips towards the anchor point. Did you change your gaze? Keep your 2 eyes on 1 physical point. You know what? If you moved your eyes, it's okay, but bring them back. Pick the same point or a brand new one. Breath in, lift the chest. Breath out, sink the hips down and back. 1 more inhale. Sink your legs a little lower. Exhale. Warrior 3. Shift your gaze. Pull your right knee into the chest. Look down to the ground as you kick your upper leg back. You've been here to Warrior 3 before. Pick one thing to look at. Press into both of your hands. Lift your body higher for 3-legged dog. You don't have to look at me, just listen. Bend your upper knee to 90 degrees. Keep your gaze steady. Roll your right hip up over that left hip. Think about a dog in a fire hydrant. Your shoulders stay square to the floor. Press into your hands. Your gaze is on that same point, and you're putting all of your attention on the inside of your left leg and feeling the stretch. Lean towards your hands a little more. Lift that upper knee a little higher for 5. Breathe. 4. Come back to that 1 point with your gaze. 3. Belly pulls in. 2. Standing leg raise. Pull your right knee into your chest. Stand up. Look straight forward. Right knee into chest. Put the foot cradles into your left hand. Grab the outside of your right knee with your right hand. Looking straight forward. Gaze doesn't move. Flex your upper foot. Open up your left hand. Fan your fingers wide and press straight down into your left palm. Chest lifts up. Left hip pulls into the middle of the body. So you're not hip checking. Right leg pulls over to the right. Shoulders and hips square to the anchor point. That gaze, come back. That one same point. Inner thigh of your upper leg spins up to the sky. Hip bones slide up to the navel. Shoulder blades slide together onto your back. Slowly pull that right leg back to center. Your gaze doesn't change. Pull your right knee into your chest. Take your right hand, grab your right ankle for tree. Pull your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Press your foot into your leg into your foot. 1 hand per foot cradle. If you had to look to see what the pose was, you bring your gaze right back. Slowly sweep your arms wide. Reverse swan dive up into extended mountain arms. Pull your upper knee towards the wall behind you. Soft bend in your standing knee as you root your left foot into the floor. Every inhale, reach your arms higher. And every exhale, sink your shoulders away from the ears. Feel this. Feel the muscles in your left leg fire up. Embrace the wobbles, but don't let the uncomfortable sensation deter your gaze. You're practicing. Take 1 more deep breath in, arms up. Sweep your arms down to the starting position, right foot to meet the left. We're going to do a sun and clear it away. You don't have to see me, just listen. Extended mountain, breathe in. Same gazing point. Now shift it, forward fold, look down to the floor. Halfway lift, see something brand new. Forward fold, back into modified chair. Bend your knees, drop your hips, arms low, shoulders over hips. You look straight forward. Usually I'll say look to the horizon or above, look to where you're going. There's nothing to look at on the floor. You're not going down, you're going up. Inhale the crown of your head to the sky. Exhale your hips a little lower behind you. You're sliding your feet apart. Ignite that breath. In, sink a little deeper, breath out. For 5, keep igniting the sensations. 4, you want to make this feel uncomfortable to practice keeping your gaze steady. 3, you know you can do this. 2, stay low in your legs for eagle. This time, wrap your left thigh over the right thigh. Palms stay where they are. So this is just an eagle variation. Shoulder blades hug together onto your back. Press into your hands to reach the crown of your head to the sky. Every inhale, you lengthen your vertebrae away from one another, and every exhale, you sink into your legs a little more. One more breath in, keep that gaze steady. Breath out. Stand up, left knee to chest. Shift your gaze to warrior 3. Kick that upper leg back, look down to the ground. What is it you're looking at? Just see it and feel the sensations in your physical body. You've picked one point to look at. It's going to help you balance. 3-legged dog. Bend your upper knee to 90 degrees. Roll your left hip up over that right hip. Shoulders stay square to the ground. Gaze is steady in a way that helps you lengthen the back of your neck. Option to bend your elbows to 90 degrees to help pull those shoulders away from the ears if they're a little tight. Lean towards those hands. Unlock that standing knee and then lift your upper knee higher. Take one more deep breath in. Standing leg raise. Pull that left knee into the chest and stand up. New gaze. Keep that gaze steady as you transfer the foot cradles into your right hand. Grab the outside of your left knee with your left hand. Flex your upper foot. Don't let the foot dangle. Open up your right palm and press straight down into the hand. Lift the chest up. Shoulder blades hug together. Without moving your eyes, peel your left leg over to the left and work to keep your hips and shoulders square to the anchor point. If your gaze has darted around, reset it. Doesn't matter what you're looking at. It matters how you're looking at it. So see it, breathe, and choose. Slowly bring that left leg back to center for tree. Keep that gaze steady. Pull the left knee into the chest. Grab your left ankle with your left hand and pull your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Press your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. One hand per foot cradle and square your shoulders and hips to the anchor point. Gently pull your upper knee back as you anchor your tailbone to the floor and then sweep your arms over your head, extended mountain arms. Hands a little wider than your shoulders. Fingers reach to the sky as your shoulder blades slide away from your ears. Isn't it easier to focus when you keep your gaze steady? Yeah, recognize what you're doing is you're practicing staying determined, staying focused in what you're up to in life. It's the greater picture that you're practicing. Your eyes will dart around when life gets uncomfortable, pulling you from your purpose. Practice your unstoppableness here. Take one more deep breath in. Sweep your arms down, left foot to meet the right. It's cleared away, extended mountain. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold, empty your lungs, shift your gaze. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Slowly stand all the way up. Keep your gaze steady, stay focused and in the breath, and walk underneath your anchor point. Come down to mid-calf length. Look down to the handles and slide them down until they hover right below the kneecap. Then take a seat, ground facing the anchor point. You're going to extend your legs long out in front of you. If you have an overhead anchor point, your feet are right underneath the straps. If you're against a door or a wall, move 6 inches backwards. Grab onto the foot cradles with your pointer finger and middle finger. Bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, and hook your heels through those foot cradles. Left foot all the way through, left hand to the ground, and then put your right foot all the way through. Flex your feet. Pull the balls of your feet in towards the handles. Push your heels away. Hands by your sides, shimmy so you're sitting equally on both sitting bones. Look straight forward. Reach your arms up. Feel the length in your spine because you're keeping your gaze steady. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold. Shift your gaze to the yellow TRX tabs. Grab them with your hands by bending your knees as much as you need to. Push your heels away from the body as you use your hands to pull your chest towards your toes. Inner ankles gently spiral down to the ground. All of your toes face up to the sky. See what you're looking at. You're not concerned with things that are not happening right now. You're not concerned with anything other than what you're feeling here in your forward fold. It's a practice. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms to the sky. Breathe in. Seated spinal twist. Bring your right hand to the ground by your right hip. Bend your right knee. Shift your gaze over your right shoulder as you bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Pick one spot to look at behind your right shoulder. Lift your chest up. Breathe in. Twist and breathe out. And you can decide to shift your gaze a little further. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Come back to center, arms and legs straight. Pick that one point to look at and switch sides. Left hand to the ground to the outside of your left hip. Bend your left knee. Look over your left shoulder, right elbow to the outside of the knee. Because your feet are floating, push your knee into your arm. Lift the chest. Go over that left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Twist and breathe out. Back to center, arms to the sky, legs are straight. Final effort, push through your hands and feet. Squeeze the muscles in your arms and legs as you lower back. One vertebrae at a time. Arms reach to the floor behind you. Press into your feet, look straight up to the sky. Just pick something. Press into your feet and lift your hips up off the ground. Get a total body stretch from your fingertips to your toe tips. Take a deep breath in and release it. Hips to the floor, arms by your sides, palms face up. Let your muscles relax. Toes fall away from one another. And now close your eyes. Set your two eyes to the center of your forehead, the third eye center. It's your inner witness. A few moments of Shavasana, deep rest. This is where the magic in your practice happens. So I invite you just to stay here with me. I'm going to mind the time. You're not here for long. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. A few moments of deep rest before we end our practice together. Allow yourself to hear the ambient noises around you and sink beneath them. No more Ujjayi breath. Slide into your natural state, your natural rhythm. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. And slowly begin to sway your feet side to side. Bring back movement to your body. And hug your knees into your chest. Slide the foot cradles off of your feet. Knees hug into your body and roll over onto your right hand side. Reach your right arm up overhead so your ear can rest on your arm. Keep your eyes closed and slowly make your way to a comfortable sitting position. Hands to your knees, sit nice and tall. And I just want you to sit with your eyes closed for a moment. Set your two eyes looking towards the center of your forehead and breathe deep. The practice of keeping your gaze steady, drishti, is the practice of determination. And you experience, when you're in the practice, you experience the resistance of your eyes trying to wander, pull your attention away, especially when something gets uncomfortable. The practice of drishti makes you unstoppable in your life, living the life of fulfillment. The authentic you, the empowered you. Don't be afraid of what you feel. It's temporary. And as long as you have your breath, no thing can ever steal your peace. Come back to this practice often. It's transformative. We'll seal practice with one clearing breath through your nose. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out, and feel your body relax. Slowly open your eyes, and your practice is complete. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really, really great practice. Please hydrate, support all of your efforts in feeling well. And until I see you again, keep smiling.